working on this thing for like 15 minutes. Oh, it's working now. Dude.
Like I said, you better be careful. It's
Hey,
shut off while
it's
you on
we live now. Let me see something. Can y'all see me? Can you hear me? Let me see. I got one person in my chat in my live. Let me see. I got my microphone ready, y'all, so we can go ahead and get this started. I got my brother on the phone. Say hi, Joshua.
How y'all?
I'm gonna plug in my mic so y'all can be able to hear me. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Okay. All right. I think we good to go. Oh my gosh, I've been working on this thing for like 20 minutes. My computer did not want to act right on getting started. Because I was here. I was here for y'all. Just letting y'all know I was here.
Just getting mad too.
Yeah, I was getting mad because I was like, this worked last time. Why is we having a technical problem? We shouldn't be having no technical problems up in here.
Not today.
Not today, Satan. Not today. The devil is a lie. Amen. That's right. All right. You want to call me back later, or you want me to call you later?
Call me later.
All right. All right. All right. Bye. Okay, so today, hopefully you don't hear that noise. Oh, we might have a noise. Wait, I'll turn this phone on. My son, he needs something for his computer because I was trying to use his computer and his computer was all wrong. Okay? It was just all wrong. Hopefully y'all don't hear that noise in the background. That's my computer. I know I'm gonna have to get a new one, but you know, we here now. We'll work on that later. Jesus fix it. Okay, that's all you have to say. Amen. Okay. All right. So today we are talking about taking care of yourself as a mother. Okay. What does that mean? For a long time, I'm gonna give you my story. Okay. I mean, when I first started this mother thing out, I was stressed out. Okay. I was stressed out. I had no clue what it meant to be a mother. I had no clue what it meant to be a mother. I was really struggling trying to figure this whole thing out. From feeding him, getting his shots done, to going to the store with him and putting him in the grocery basket and putting him out the car and carrying that carrier around. And then it was just one thing after another, and it felt like this huge burden on my shoulder. Like I was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. It was overwhelming. I had mixed emotions about everything. I was up one minute, I was down the next minute. I was all over the place. Okay. And in all of that, throughout all the years, because I'm just now, for the last 4 years, but I'm just now getting to a point where I am taking better care of myself and understanding the importance of taking care of myself as a mother, because I just needed to know. I mean, I just need, how do I put this? I just needed to know that, okay, just put it like this. We as a mother, we tend to neglect ourselves, okay? We neglect ourselves a lot. And we forget about that us, and forget about that our mental state and and how we handle things and the decisions we make affects our kids. So I neglected all of that throughout the years. I neglected all that. I was just just, okay, I gotta take care of this. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And then when I get frustrated, I'm taking it out on the household. I'm not really collecting my thoughts and taking care of myself mentally, emotionally, and physically. I'm just making sure that the household is taken care of, not taking care of myself in order. And taking care of myself is part of taking care of the household. So I'm gonna give you a few points here. So rather you have a large family or a big family, or a small family, rather you have a family that is big or small, rather you have a husband or a boyfriend or no spouse, it is really highly important for you to take care of yourself, for the health of the family, for your kids and your husband, your spouse, because you kind of like carry the tone for the house. You carry the tone for the house. You set the environment on how the household is going to be. If the household is going to be, real restricted, or fun, loving, and free and caring, is the household going to be all willy-nilly and everybody get to do what they want to do and no rules is in place? The woman really kind of sets the home. But also, you say, again, that taking to my other point, women, we set the atmosphere to our home. Your mood is the aroma in the air. So basically what I mean by mood is your attitude. Okay? Because some women, and sometimes I had that problem where you have an attitude problem, So, and everybody in the household get quiet and, knit pins and needles, because the mama, she tended to be like, upset at the time. So basically, it was hard for me as a mother. It was hard for me when I first, again, started out. I was really stressed, especially being a single mom. I couldn't imagine having more than one, because I have one child. So I couldn't imagine having like 4 or 5 kids. Yeah, you will be extremely stressed if you had about 4 or 5 kids. I can only imagine somebody having that many children and being stressed out. But see if y'all can see. Here we go. So, but and dealing with your kids' behaviors, yeah, that's another stress. Because you know how when you pregnant, right, and you think, oh, you have plans for this child and how the child is going to behave. I'm going to teach him this, I'm going to teach him that, and they're going to act like this and they're going to act like that. Because in your mind, this is how it's going to be. And this is how the child is going to behave based off of this, that, and the other, because this is what's going to happen. But you really don't know the child's personality. You just like, okay, as soon as they get here, you got to figure out their personality like they got to figure out yours. And I know when my child, he was little, he had like an issue with taking off his clothes. Okay, he was the child that would strip naked in public, and I was unaware that he was taking off his clothes. And this didn't happen just once or twice. He did this at the airport. I don't know who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody. I think it was my mom or something. We was all in the airport and I was talking. I looked down. My son's clothes was off. He was stripped. He didn't like clothing. And then it was another time where we was at church. He took his clothes off at church. It was another time he was potty training and we was in the middle of a restaurant. And he said he had to go to the bathroom. I said, okay, we're going to get up and go in a minute, because and then before I looked down to get up to take him to the bathroom, this brother had his clothes off, penis out and everything. He was ready to go. Okay. He was ready to go. And I was like, okay, well, we doing this. Boy, put your clothes back on. Let's go to the bathroom. So, yeah, those little things got to stress me out as a parent. But I didn't realize that you shouldn't allow things to stress you out, the minor things, because it's nothing to get all, you got to keep your mind at peace. So, which brings me to point number 1. And point number 1, to help take care of yourself as a mother is trying your hardest to minimize your stress. Okay. Whew. Which I've been talking about the whole time, stress. But that's a tough pill to swallow, because a lot of times we as women, we ain't really tapping into our stress levels. We just out here trying to handle business and take care of the family. We not realizing our stress levels are already at 100, but we figuring, oh, we got to do what we got to do. But you have to really try to minimize your stress as a mother. And what I mean by that, there are certain things that can help us to minimize the stress. So, for instance, work. Now, work-related stuff, okay? That can probably help reduce the stress. And what I mean by work-related stuff is either you're not making enough money, and you can try to do a job change, or go back to school if time allows, or if where you at in life allows you to go back to school to advance in a further career. If it ain't that, and you just like where you at, but it's the people you work with, try to communicate with the people at your job. And if it ain't working and the person is above you and you can't seem to get nothing through, you can try to communicate to that boss directly. I remember one time, okay, I was working with this person at my job. Okay, gonna say no names. We just gonna say this. I was stressed. We was working on some project. This is the time I was in school. I had exams and I was working 2 jobs at the time. I was working at the hotel, because I was working at the hotel for like 4 years, and I was working at this job. I think I've been at this job for like 6, okay? And I just know that I was stressed out at this time. And this one particular person kept acting like he was my boss. Okay. And I didn't like the way his tone was towards me. Okay. And so I was like real small. So I was like, okay, well, let me see without causing a scene, and let me collect my thoughts. So what I did was I typed out an email, collect my thoughts. I typed the email out, and then I said, okay, I put it in a nice way on how I felt, and I sent it to him. I sent it to HR, and I sent it to my boss. And then we talked about it afterwards, after I had calmed down the next day. And so, but you know what? That was a stress reliever for me. So what I mean by that is you have to find some way to minimize your stress instead of allowing things to just happen and carry on and say, okay, it is what it is. This is just what it's going to be. I'm just going to have to accept the way things are. I can't change no job because I'm afraid that if I lose this one, I won't make better pay. I can't do that. I have to accept the way things is. No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it was. It was a good move for my career. Because then how I look at it is, you just not gonna run over me. You're not gonna run over me. And you just not gonna run over me. You in the same position that I'm in. You're not my boss. So why are you trying to bark orders? That's how I look at it. So I think it was a good move. But what was a better move for my career was me going back to school. That was a better move for me. Me going back to school and making a little bit more money. That was better. And I'm glad I did that. I took that initiative. It took about, let me tell you, I started school at 30. Okay, I went back to school when I was 28. That was over 10 years ago. So I went back to school when I was 28, and then I stopped, and then I went back to school when I was like 32. And then I graduated 2 years ago at 37. Now I'm gonna be 40 this year. I'm telling all my business, but it's okay. I do it's what it is. Yes, school was stressful. It was, let me tell you, I was in school and I was working 2 jobs. I worked 2 jobs since I was like 22 till the time I kind of graduated. No, not 22 when I got my divorce. 26 until I graduated. I worked 2 jobs until I had graduated. Then I quit working 2 jobs because I was able to get more money. Because I was getting tired. I was working at restaurants and working at my regular job. And then I was working, and it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I was burning myself out. And I wasn't taking care of myself. Hair falling out. It was just a mess. So, yes, it was very stressful. It was many nights that I cried. And trying to be a full-time mom. So you have to think about it. When I was while I was in school, working 2 jobs, still doing exams, papers, doing homework, I still had a child to take care of and a household to maintain. So he still had his activities. I didn't neglect those either. I found a way to bring him to his sports. And okay. I found a way. Can you see me now? Okay. I found a way to still put him in sports. He did soccer, he did basketball, he did all kind. He still did his I made sure he did his activities. I made sure he was still in school. Okay, thank you. I still made sure he was in school. I made sure that he was able to be a kid, even though I was trying to make life better for him. But in the meantime, I was stressed out. So that was the way that went back to my work related thing. So that's what I did. That's the initiative I took to relieve stress off of my life, was try to make more money and better my career. Also, organizing and cleaning up. That's one thing I had to learn. When you a busy person, especially as a mom, that's like one of those things that's very hard to do, especially when you have a little one, okay? Cleaning up and organizing. So I had to learn to put myself on a schedule. Yes, I had to learn to put my self on a schedule. And yeah, that is important. When they do miss out when parents go to school, because that's going back to the school thing, because I'm gonna try not to be long-winded. But Alec came to classes with me. Yes, Alec came to classes with me when I was in school. He was sitting in the classes with me when I had to take exams. If I couldn't pick him, I picked him up from school and had no time to drop him off nowhere. It was just me and him. So he had to go to school with me. He went to school with me. He went to work with me on my second job. I worked my second job. I picked him up from school. I said, Alec, we got to go to work. We're going to grab you some chicken nuggets or something. We finna go sit up at this hotel till like 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to do homework. You eat your chicken nuggets, watch your game. That was the kind of life we had. But yeah, Alec is smart because he took college courses with me. Yes. Yeah, Alec is smart because he did. He took his college and he answered some questions too, which was crazy. I'll be sitting there and the teacher be like, anybody got any questions? Alec would raise his hand. and then the teachers be like, he's so smart. He got on so quick. I'm like, yes, he did. Mm-hmm. So it's probably why he is adamant about going to college itself. So, organizing, cleaning up, and getting yourself on a schedule to clean up. The next one is your decision making also can minimize stress. Okay, your decision making. So it's like if So little simple things we could think about as women, especially if you a single parent. And if you do have a family, that's fine, but try to make better decisions so that way it can eliminate the stress that may come along later on. Like for instance, we got our semi checks, right? We got our stimulus checks. A lot of people just want to go shopping. That's fine. I ain't trying to tell you what to do with your money, but this is extra money. So to me, I would think you would invest it. Yes, making decisions can be difficult when you're stressed. That's true. Yeah, it's a good thing I only have one child. Woo, Lord have mercy. Lord, if he gave me extra children, you know what? I know why he didn't give me extra kids, because he know me. But if he gave me extra kids, he knew he would have had to give me a husband, because this wasn't going to work by itself, by myself and some extra children. I would be losing my mind, okay? But yes, poor planning prevents piss poor performance. That is so true. That's why I said decision making minimizes stress, okay? That includes with your credit score, so you can get a house, or just in general, just in case your car break down and you need to go get a car, because that happened to me that last year. So I had to go get a car. I was like, ooh, I ain't been on my game with my credit, but luckily I've been paying my stuff on time, so we good. So I was able to get my dream car. But I'm just saying, if I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do prior to, I would have to get me something that I wouldn't been able to get. But still, point making, you still need to have a game plan on, and being able to also make good decisions. It will also help the household. It will eliminate a lot of stress. Okay. So what I say, purchasing a home for stability, what school district or daycare your child go to, that also eliminates stress. So be selective with that. Just don't say, oh, we live over here, I just throw them in the daycare down the street, but you don't know this daycare might have some issues. Yes, plans and goals for life are vitally important for growth, financially especially. Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Janice. So just think about, if you did this, then what will happen? Okay. So I know I'm gonna give you one other story. So I know when I had Alec in, when I was living, I had a roommate. When I had a roommate, Alec and I was living with a roommate, and she's like an auntie to me or whatever. And so I knew the school district Alec was at was horrible. We already went through this before with this particular school district. And I knew that Left Behind Act was going to leave my child behind. My child is highly intelligent. So what I did was, the little extra money that I had got, I put in a separate account to put him in private school to better his education, like I was bettering mine, because I was in school at the time for myself. So I made sure that he got what he needed as well as what I got what I needed. But that eliminated the stress for me, because I ain't had to deal. He had his little tutors. It's a lot of things I ain't have to worry about putting him in this particular school compared to if I had left him in this, school district or whatever. So that was just me, for me. Now everybody else is different, but that was just me. So number 2, your mental and physical emotional health is highly important as a mother. Okay, that's very highly important. And what I mean by mental, if you got childhood traumas you need to work on, you need to go and work on those. Yes, good job. Good planning for his future. Oh, thank you. If you got childhood traumas you need to work on, you need to go and work on them. Okay, if something happened to you when you were a child that you still got carrying pain, because those affect you. You may not see it, you may not know it, but it can affect your child. I mean, you could be overly parenting your child and not realize it because of what happened to you, or you could be doing be overly laxed well, I didn't get it. My parents was too strict on me when it came to religion, so I'm not gonna let my child do anything, and not giving him God. So it's kind of like you need to go and get those things fixed. You got anger issues. You need to work on that because you could be verbally abusive with the people in your household. That's not good. Everybody walking in pins and needles every time they see you in the house. What kind of atmosphere is you creating? And you up here acting like a fool. You know what I'm saying? You can't be you the one who create the atmosphere in your home. So if you the one is the problem, if you the problem, then you need to get that fixed. Also, not speaking up for yourself in your home. That's another issue because there's some women who talk like this. They don't speak up. They like little mice. They just run around, allowing things to happen, like the kids to run over them. And, it's just, well, little Peter said he wanted this. I let little Peter go to little Sarah's house. Little Peter now pregnant, but that's kids for you. We say, yes, don't kick the dog or beat your wife because your mama didn't beat you. Yes. Right. Exactly. How do I work? How I work on mine? I'm therapy right now. I'm in therapy. I didn't realize I had some codependency issues. And that's what I'm working on. So I'm working on my childhood trauma through therapy. So that's how I work on mine. Okay. So also as a mother, this goes through your mental, physical, emotional health. You also need to be going to the doctor. Okay. What? Getting your pap smears, checkups, blood work on a regular basis. Some of us forget to do this because we so busy with parenting and making sure our kids are okay, but we ain't checking to see if we okay. We missing the mark on taking care of this vessel that God gave us. We just missing the mark and letting life happen. And then all of a sudden, oh no, I got heart problems. All of a sudden I'm sick. You ain't took the time to get your checkups done. Everybody else getting their shots, but you ain't taking the time to see what you need. People need you in the home. You are just an important vessel, just like everybody's important in the home, and you are just as important. Okay. Working out, and I ain't talking about trying to lose weight. Just be able to work out. It could be once or twice a week. Take a walk. If you can't take a walk and go nowhere, when you do the housework, count your steps in the house. You ain't got to get a gym membership. Just take lift that laundry up like it's weight. Take your time out to just do stuff for yourself and take care of your health. So working out is highly important just so you can maintain a healthy heart rate, blood working, circulating through the system. You can maintain your weight. Don't say you got to lose it, but just, maintain it. And eating right. Now, I ain't saying getting on no diet. You ain't got to get on no diet, but, just eat right. A piece of fruit every day, drinking more water, just getting the habit of eating certain things. I ain't saying neglect your favorite items like ice cream, potato chips, French fries, and hamburgers, but you would treat yourself. Why don't you use those as treats for yourself instead of just eating them every day, like pizza and Chinese food? Because I love Chinese food. Okay, I love shrimp fried rice. Now, but the thing is, you have to eat better, have a better cleaning system and all of that. It'll be good for your health. It'll be good for your spouse. If you got a mate, they can smell you better. You smell a lot better. You taking care, drinking a lot of water. That's good for your skin and stuff. Now, if you got skin problems, like I don't wear foundation or nothing. I don't wear foundation. Okay, this stuff itch my face. But this is from eating avocados every day. Yes, it's called discipline. Eating avocados every day and having and drinking water on a regular basis. Now, every now and then I might have tea with no sugar. I don't do sugar too much. Now, I like sweets, but I try to stay away from them. But it's just a matter of just taking care of your skin. And if you have skin problems, because some people do have skin problems, just go see a dermatologist. If you can't afford a dermatologist, just try to use some skin treatments that will probably help you clear out those pores and stuff like that, and cleaning your skin and stuff. The stuff I use normally is Aveeno and Cetaphil. Is that right? Did I say that right? Cetaphil. But I use that on my skin to try to keep it clear and stuff like that. And let me tell you, 40 ain't never looked this good on nobody. I'm just letting somebody know that right now. And that's how high my confidence is. Okay, I'm gonna keep it moving. So yeah, build your confidence. Build your confidence. And with all of these things that I'm talking about, we come to your mental, physical, and emotional health. Okay, build your no problem. When it comes to your mental, physical, and emotional health, these things will help you out. This will help you build your confidence, make you feel more better about yourself when you get your emotions in check. This will make you feel more better about it when you start speaking up for yourself, when you learn to control your anger, when you are able to go to the doctor on a regular and get your blood work and making sure you are okay. When you are working out, when you are eating right. And I ain't talking about being on no diet, just make it a lifestyle to at least have a glass of water or two a day, some fruit, and don't try to eat all day, okay? Take a moment to let your food digest. You will see the changes, okay? I'm just saying, you will see the changes, okay? Let's see. I got all these notes, okay? The last 4 is setting your environment, okay? Because your home is your peace. Your home is your peace. And what I mean by that is your home is your peace. So who you allow in your home, because you set the peace now. You allow what you allow in your home and allow activities to happen. It's you. Okay, now if you have a spouse, now I'm just saying, because if you share your world with a husband or a boyfriend, okay, then it kind of changes a bit. But you can, if you have a good spouse, make some suggestions and be like, listen, I don't like when Peter come over here drunk in the middle of the night looking for you, talking about his women. You need to set boundaries in your home. Nah, your kids ain't gonna be leaving the house at no certain time. They ain't gonna be talking to you crazy. You know, it's just you set the boundaries. You running it, okay? And you don't have to be nasty about it. You can communicate effectively. You can be nice and sweet and calm. You don't have to yell and scream and cuss nobody out and call them idiots and F that and you be this and that and the other. You don't have to do all that. It don't take all that. It don't take all that. You know, it don't take all that to get heard. Sometimes you could just sit everybody down and be like, listen, we're gonna have to have a family meeting. I got some things I need to say and I don't need nobody talking. So also when it comes to peace, if it's too loud, like you would say you got 5 children, because I know my mom, she had 6 and it was a lot of us in there. And it was always like a circus. It was loud in there. It was loud and it was so many people. But if I had that many kids, I probably would be like, listen, I need everybody to go to their room. Take a moment in silence. Put your plugs in, read you a book, do something, but I don't want to hear nothing but silence. You take control of the atmosphere and you just like, listen, we not having this today. So yeah, okay. It was a lot going on, but it was it's a lot going on. But it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Okay. But yeah, so boundaries. And also, when I say, let's go back to who you allow in and out of your home is highly important. That includes spouses. Now, if you single, okay, and you haven't you picking out spouses right now, you need to be picking. You need to be choosy. Because you need to look at this person that you dating, that you considering a life partner, and be like, if I have a household with this person or share a household with this person, what kind of home is this going to be? And I think about that all the time when I'm dating. What kind of home will we have? What type of household would we have? What kind of leadership will he have? And with all of those things, attributes that this person has, this is the type of atmosphere we gonna have in our home. Oh, I was stressed. She said she was stressed. That's a good question. Yes. Yes. What kind of household will we have, and what kind of household will we have? And then you gotta ask yourself, why am I allowing this person in my personal space anyway if they ain't really somebody that I could consider living with? It's just certain things you just gotta ask yourself. And what kind of father figure? So if say you have kids, okay, you have children, and you picking a spouse, you also got to look at the fact that y'all a package deal. So what kind of leadership can he bring to my kids? What kind of man or example of a man, what can he give to my child like I can give to theirs if they had a child? What kind of, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff you got to think about. But so boundaries in your home, who you allow in and out of your home, and your home is your peace. So you just need to remember that when it comes to your environment. And last thing is you time. Okay. What kind of head of the household is he going to be? Yeah, what kind of head of household he going to be? That's the number one question when you dating. What kind of head household? Is he a good leader? Do he have some good leadership skills? Because if he don't have no good leadership skills and he can't guide, his own life, just saying, he ain't got no good leadership skills for you. So, yeah. Okay, so me time. What's that? Oh, yeah. So me time is pampering yourself, dating yourself, and hearing your own silence. So basically, you don't forget to neglect your outer person. Okay, we talked about inner person already, the emotional and all that, and physical would just be working out your inner person, eating right and working out. But your outer person, your you time, pampering yourself. And if you can't afford to get your nails done and your hair done, then go ahead and try to figure out how to do it yourself. Keep yourself looking nice, because the better you look nice to yourself, the better, more confidence you have. I know when I bought my house, I used to wear weave all the time. Like I used to have, I used to have buy these hair pieces for like $300-$400. Out of control. Okay. And then, taking long baths with loud music. Oh, that helped you out? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, because it was a lot of us. But we had the tendency to know how to unlock the door and come in there and ask you questions. But that was a problem. I'm sorry. I apologize. Now that I'm a mother, I see it. Okay, I am so sorry. But I have, my thing is, for me now, before then it was my hair. Like I used to get my hair done all the time, but now it's just getting my nails done. I got dreads with locks or whatever, which helps me, be able to maintain no privacy. I know. Yeah, Mom, there's no privacy in that house. That's why I said it was like a circus. No privacy. We had no privacy, and nobody had privacy. It didn't matter what you did. So, right. But so when it comes to taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, dating yourself is important too. Like I know this. I don't know if people do this, but I know I do this. There's moments where I just be like, I'm finna get cute, and I'm finna go down here to the one place and take myself out to eat because I feel like going somewhere. And then I take myself out to eat and I feel great. And I don't care who's looking at me. And then on top of that, if the waitress is nice and she real sweet, you know, I leave her a good healthy tip too. I go to pretty much, I like I know, but I like Yaya's, I like Samantha's, I like Cheddar's. I like all them little places. They got my favorite foods and stuff. Oh my goodness alive. Whew, Lord have mercy. I want to go there now. Got me hungry. But yeah, so just take yourself, if you can't afford to take yourself out to eat because you got a lot of kids, or you just got a lot going on, you ain't got the time to do that, because a lot of people don't have the time, then you can find other ways to squeeze in your me time. Like, you know, there's in your home, you can lock your door. I don't know if you have a door on your bedroom door, but if you do, just lock it and don't answer it and tell nobody, please do not disturb me for an hour. And do not knock on this door for any reason whatsoever. And if that don't work, just say, I'll be back. Oh no, hold on. I'm locking this. I didn't know this thing was not. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Yeah, so whatsoever. So put the people out. Or that too. Be like, y'all need to go outside and play. Y'all need to go outside and play. Because I just need the house to myself. So yeah, you did do that to us though. I remember that. You put us outside. Anyway, so and the only reason why I say that, because you need to sit in silence, reload your mind for whatever's next to come. That way you can get some serenity, some peace. And you can be like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I need. I just need my wine and silence, or my wine, my book, or my wine and my television. You even gotta have wine. If you drink beer, what's the sort of alcohol? I don't know. If you ain't don't drink alcohol, get your sparkle water. But whatever makes you happy. I mean, you know, banana split, whatever makes you happy. Just that way you can breathe and be relieved and everything. Just need a minute. That's right. That's why I said, if you in the household and everybody loud, just be like, everybody, I'm tired. I need all y'all to go to y'all designated areas into y'all rooms. Split up. Yes, woosah. Split up and let me hear silence for a minute, you know? Yeah, woosah. So anyway, I think that's all I'm going to talk about. If I miss anything, if anybody got some questions, feel free to put that in the comment. Hopefully I ain't do my time again. 43 minutes. I'm going to read y'all a scripture. Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. That's what God said. So if you got an issue, just take it to Jesus. That's enough said. Meeting adjourned, and that's the end of this live. Hopefully, I didn't take up too much of y'all time. It's 6 o'clock. Oh, I did pretty good because I only wanted to do an hour, and it took about 15 minutes to get this thing started. I don't know what's going on, but anyway. Oh, thanks. I love that scripture too. That's like one of my favorites. But again, feel free to hit us up if you have any comments or questions, or you stressed out and want to talk about something. I'm here. I'll tell you about my motherhood, and so far it's great. My son about to be 18, and we working on him going to college. So that's a whole nother leap. I'm gonna be free in about a year. I'm not happy at the same time. I'm sad because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to get a puppy, but to have something to do. I'll be Alex Jr. number 2. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it was nice seeing y'all again. I'll see y'all next week, and we'll have a nice little topic for next week. It's called the importance of having a James Evans in the household / king. So that's going to be pretty cool. I think y'all going to enjoy that. So I will see y'all next week. Oh no, I'm not taking. I would love them from a distance. See y'all later.